unqualified nincompoop. In fact, you are uncaught, unnurtured, dignified idiot. You know, when an idiot gets dignified, the idiot has been shot out of the range of idiocy. Person becomes an idiotic fool.
That was an excerpt there from the Nollywood film Osofia Returns from Brazil, Part 1. Pretty much sums up my feelings on Arsenal as a club, as a whole, in general. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to Armchair Armory. And it's finished at the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City 5, Arsenal 0. No, that's not a over-exaggeration. Manchester City completely obliterated Arsenal off the park, 5-0. And I don't really get angry very often when it comes to football, but this performance made me angry. I said after the West Brom win on Wednesday, I said, hopefully this spurs us on to perform, to put in at least a performance. And we conceded quite early. I think we conceded within like 7 minutes or something like that. And, you know, a lot of the goals we conceded today were all based on poor defending. And when we conceded, that was it. You know, we completely capitulated. And I haven't seen that happen since the latter days of Wenger. I'm absolutely... I can't believe what I just watched. It was painful. It was so painful. The game was over before half-time because we conceded the first goal, conceded the second goal. I think they scored again before half-time, but at 2-0 we were done. Like, it just looked like we dropped off. And the funny thing is that at the start of the game, first until they scored, we looked quite sharp. We looked like we were going to give them a game. And then as soon as we conceded, that was it. Second goal comes, it was over. Just the game was over at 2-0. And it was very, very similar to Chelsea in a sense that in some ways it was worse. It was similar, but it was worse at the same time because it just felt as if like there was no plan. There was no backup plan. We conceded and it was like, oh, well, we're just going to have to let them roll over us now. We had no shot on target in the entire game. No shot on target. Oh, man. It's just so difficult supporting this club at times. And, you know, like, the only reason why why it would be perceived that I'm defending the manager is because I feel the whole problem with the club isn't just down to the manager and the owners. I think the fans have a part to play in that as well. But I think this is it now. We've got to do something. Like, I can't... The Norwich game on the 11th of September is now massive. We sit at the bottom of the table with -9 goal difference. And, yeah, -9 goal difference. We sit at the bottom of the table for the first time I've ever seen us sit at the bottom of the table. It's the first time since 1954, I think they said, that we've lost 3 games in a row at the start of a First Division / Premier League season. This guy, Mikel Arteta, is breaking records for all the wrong reasons, and I'm finding it really, really hard. This started after the Villarreal ties in the Europa League last season, but I'm finding it really hard to defend him tactically. I think there is an argument to say that, you know, people that go from game to game, like we win one game and it's like, oh, he's the man, and then we lose a game and it's like, get him out now. That's the kind of reactionary instant gratification of the 21st century. That's just social media's fault that we have people like that. But if you look, I'm not seeing anything. I saw someone on Twitter made a really good point that he's in the process of undoing everything that he did, winning the FA Cup and the Community Shield and all that kind of stuff. I'm not seeing any improvement whatsoever. In fact, I think we've got worse. Like, even in the harshest days of Wenger, this wouldn't have happened. I saw fans leaving. The BT Sport cut to fans leaving the stadium at 36 minutes. It's crazy. It's absolutely mad, and that's what I'm saying. I just have no idea where we're going as a football club. it's scary. It's scary as someone that grew up when we were successful, supporting the club when we were successful. You know, the early stages of Arsene Wenger. To now, it's just crazy, and it's like, what do we do? And like I keep saying, like he probably will go. I don't see this getting any better. We probably will beat Norwich, but we'll come up against Spurs, and Spurs will probably beat us. And I can't see Arteta lasting this season. And we sack him, a new manager will come in. It won't be Antonio Conte, so get that out of your head. Oh, that's nice. Aubameyang has appeared. He never normally does when we lose. I'm just going to listen to what he has to say, and I'll be back shortly. So, cut now. I've just listened to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang speak to the BT Sport reporters. It's just all hot noise, really. Like, it's just normal shit I'd expect a football player to say after they've just been beaten badly. Just, oh yeah, we're a team, we need to stay together, that kind of thing. We'll just have to see, yeah. And the other thing that was kind of a talking point of the game was Granit Xhaka got sent off. I think that's like his fourth or fifth red card since he's been at Arsenal, and it kind of thinks, why did we give him a new contract? Like, I actually wasn't against the idea, because I felt that we lacked experience if we got rid of him, and not only just like age experience, but like gaming experience, because, you know, Elneny's a squad player at the end of the day. I know he's mature at Arsenal, he's been here for a while, but like he's a squad player. So I thought, okay, if we can keep Xhaka, let's keep him. But when he does things like this, it's kind of like, that's not looking good now. That looks like a bad decision. And that's the thing. Like these guys, Edu and Arteta, make a rod for their own back, because every single time they make a decision, something goes wrong, and the fans turn against them. I'll be back again. Arteta's talking now. Arteta just spoke to BT Sport as well. He was asked about the formation, and he said, yeah, we've won games with this formation before, but every single time it goes wrong, people go against me, which is kind of true. But, you know, that's how you're judged. That Martin Keown just said it. That's how you're judged as a manager. Anyway, I don't know. Like, I just don't know where we're going as a football club. I really don't. Like, I don't want to say scared, because it's only football at the end of the day, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I was talking about Granit Xhaka. Yeah, I don't know. And again, like, he's messed things up for himself again. They make a rod for their own back when they make these decisions. I don't know where we're going. Like I say, I don't necessarily think that sacking the manager is the right way forward. And I wouldn't say that it's me. I'm not defending Arteta. I'm just saying that I don't know if this is the right way to go, because I feel like if we do sack Arteta, which looks likely, in realistic terms it looks likely, we're just going to be back here again in 6 months' time, when the next manager has a turn and loses a couple of games, and the fans and the critics turn on him. Sometimes I don't even know why I bother. Not really going to go into any detail about the goals or anything like that. Like, just, you know, Man City are superior, and they played some really good balls today. Jack Grealish played really well for them, I felt. Just looking at Rodri's goal, which was their fourth goal, which our fans celebrated, which was quite funny. Oh, man. And the other thing that's annoying as well is that I think people are going to be going in on the lineup as well. They'll probably complain about Kolasinac starting and all this kind of stuff, which I kind of get in a way because, apparently he's going this week, so I don't know why he started. But that wasn't the reason why we lost the game. Like, anyone that's saying,
why did you start Kolasinac?
Like, that's not the reason why we lost the game. We lost the game because of overcomplicating the situation, playing the wrong players in the wrong position, because I think we had Ødegaard and Smith Rowe in defensive positions today. So, yeah, that was wrong. And poor defending. Poor defending is what cost us. By the time it was 3-0 at that point, and then we had Xhaka sent off, it was like the pressure was gonna come up, and the fact that like we by that point we capitulated, I knew it was going to be like 4 or 5-0. I was actually expecting it to be like 6 or 7. I didn't realise that today is the anniversary of when we lost 8-2 to United at Old Trafford. So I wouldn't have been surprised if we did lose this game 8-0. But yeah, the usual shit will happen. Everyone's going to be on platforms like AFTV calling for the manager's head and all this kind of stuff. The kind of yearly campaign of them lot and other YouTubers campaigning for the manager to go. I think he's still gonna. He's not gonna get sacked after this. I don't think he'll get. I'll be very surprised if he gets sacked after this result. But the reports are he's been given 5 games. Game 1 of those 5 games has gone very, very badly. He's got 4 games to go, with Norwich being the next game. So we'll have to just take it from there. Because I don't think he's getting sacked. Because that's the thing, they go on these platforms and they say he should be sacked, because they're hoping that when they finish ranting and shouting at a camera for half an hour, that they'll go to their phone and they'll see Sky Sports News breaking, Mikel Arteta is sacked as manager of Arsenal. That is not going to happen. You shouting and screaming is not going to happen. It's just a question of when Vinay Venkatesan and KSE are seeing what the rest of us are seeing. That's when he'll be sacked. Because what they'll say, what Vinay and KSE will say, and Edu to some extent will say, is,
Brentford was a blip, and City and Chelsea, we didn't have a chance against anyone.
And that's the crux of the situation, that the people running the club don't even think that we're good enough. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, because I can't be bothered. And that's my weekend spoilt. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, take care, stay safe.